Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business, as always, and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's happening for the lovely Aries collective. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guide, spirit team, talk to me. What do you got for us, Rams? In the beginning of Aries season, it's late March. What energies, messages, insights could we take a little peek at? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. At the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aries in late March. What's the vibe? What's the energy? And while we get this card out, I just want to wish every one of my fellow Aries a very happy birthday, whether it's just past, whether it's still coming up in a couple of weeks. I hope you have a great one, my friends. It's always a beautiful time of year, right? When it's Aries season. Okay, let's see what we have. Okay, so who and what you were paying or giving a lot of attention to could really be here on the docket, especially when I see this card. Now, yes, this card could also represent or link to personal connections, relationships, but notice they're still paying a lot of attention to each other. And that doesn't just always have to be people. It could be like certain tasks. Are you giving this enough attention? Are you giving too much attention to something? We'll get into all the nuts and bolts of that. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk a little more in depth about this card. So as you can see, we have this male individual right there, and it looks like he's talking to a mirror. There's like a lady coming out of the mirror, and I always say it's not like a scary movie type of thing where someone's crawling out of the mirror. It does imply distance, so for some Aries, this could represent a distance between you and somebody that you care about, whether it's a physical distance or even an emotional one. But notice they're still connected here. To me, this card is all about energetic cords. Now, I always believe, you know, whoever and whatever we're giving a lot of attention to, there's some sort of exchange there, right? So whether you're giving too much attention to something, whether you're not giving enough attention to something, that could really be the message at hand for a lot of you. But again, for some of you, whether it's a soul tie or soul connection, if you're watching this for relationship type things, it could just be life in general, right? There might be something that needs a little bit more of your attention. So we're just going to leave it at that for now. We're going to put it down. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say this first card here, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Aries. What's going on in late March? And while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. We did indeed have a tower. The reading was titled Shocking Action Incoming. So if you've been dealing with certain things that have been like dragging, not really moving, not much change, the energy I picked up last week is definitely coming in to shake things up. And I always say not every tower is a bad tower, but it did feel like something either picking up a lot of intensity real quick or springing into action out of nowhere. So we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards here for Aries gang. What's happening in late March as we start off the true new year? Okay, so we do have the 5 of Cups in position number 1. We're not really going to worry about that too much because it is only the first card. But I mean, that's a little bit gloomy. That energy is a little bit down. But again, it could be you or somebody else. We'll just have to see. Normally, when Aries season kicks in, a lot of Aries feel revitalized. So hopefully that's what we're going to possibly see here. What do we have? 3 of Swords. Okay. All right. I mean, there's still a lot of reading to go, but these cards do work together. They're very similar. Hopefully this is a lot of you coming out of this energy. Let's give one more here. Okay, cool. So coming out of this energy, so that's a really nice thing, and also what we're focused on, hugely important, especially with this 8 of Cups, or 8 of Pentacles, pardon me, on the back end. So we have an interesting mixture of energy here, elementally and the contrast from last week. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. But at first glance, you know, I always look at the elements first. I feel like that's super important. We do have some water, we have some air, we have some earth. So this could be different areas of life. I mean, it could be different aspects of the same thing. I will mention this though, for a lot of Aries, there's a lot of internal energy at play. So whether it's the mind, thinking, whether it's the emotions, these energies, especially the earth and water, could be a little uncomfortable for Aries sometimes, depending on your other placements. We could work with the air, but these other two elements, they feel a little bit bogged down. But when we have two challenge cards in the beginning, I like seeing the Eight of Pentacles here, because it's like either I'm coming out of it or I'm working through it. It could be really nice. So let's go through piece by piece and really start to build this out. Position number one, we are starting with the Five of Cups, and we see our friend there standing next to the river. And this card is usually called the River of Tears. Now, I always say it's on a spectrum. It could just be a couple gloomy days. Maybe some Aries are feeling a little bit down, not so energetic when this card is here. It's gloomy, right? You notice he's dressed all in black, so he's all gothed out, he's emoed out. It could be minor. For some of you, could be major, especially with the Three of Swords chilling right next to it. So, again, whether it's a problem or an issue or a situation where it's like, this is a real drag on me. So I do like how the energy moves going forward, but this energy in the front, it's like, we're definitely going to want to look at this a little further, because it can be problematic. Again, it could be someone else you're connected to going through a tough one. The positives with the Five of Cups, because I'll always give you both. Five of Cups is not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent issue. It's not a permanent situation. It's like, all right, a bump in the road. Notice that. Couple of the cups, they're still standing, there's still stuff in the horizon. So it's like, all right, we hit a rough patch, but there's still more to come. So I do like this in an optimistic sense. I guess it all depends on how you look at it. Now, moving over to the center, we do have a card that kind of matches the vibe. They have a lot of similarities here, especially with the Three of Swords. These cards go together like peanut butter and jelly, right? It's like we have the emotions, then we have the mind. And the Three of Swords, it's one of the most iconic tarot cards in the whole entire deck. The Three Swords cutting through the heart. And of course, this card could be heartbreak, but very similar to the Five of Cups, this is really on a spectrum. So again, is it a little bit of anxiety? Is it stress? Is it nervousness? Is it something minor? I mean, it all really depends on what you're going through. Could it be major? Because this can represent heartbreak and betrayal and someone that's been through a lot of things. So we couple these two cards together, it's like, the energy just feels a little drained. So I feel like for a lot of Aries, watch your energy levels in this time. If you're feeling drained, self-care could be very, very important for a lot of Aries in the short term right now. So we'll look into this. Again, we do have two energies in the front. They could be a little problematic, but it doesn't ruin the whole entire reading, because we still have to clarify these. Now, moving to the very back end, we have something that makes me happy to see. We have the Eight of Pentacles, and we see this individual. They're very, very, very diligent. They're working hard towards something. This usually does connect to work and career. So for a lot of Aries, if you are going through some difficult things, if you are going through some difficult feelings and emotions, Spirit could be telling you to keep yourself busy. You need to keep your mind off of it. And remember, all the way here in the very beginning, we were talking about who and what you're paying attention to. When I see the Eight of Pentacles, it's like, all right, there could be something where it's like you need to put it out of your mind or not dwell on it. Don't think about it too much. Now, again, for some of you, this could be work, career, business type things going on, but I feel somebody keeping themselves busy when this card is here, and that can be good. Other aspects of this Eight of Pentacles, in the positive sense, it could be somebody fixing things, mending things, working to build something. So yeah, when we see this energy in the Eight of Pentacles, it could be a little bit of an apologetic energy as well. And normally when I feel someone being apologetic or feeling sorry about something, it could represent mistakes sometimes, because it's like, all right, well, we can make this better. Let's patch this up. For a lot of Aries, it could be a great energy for problem solving in general when this Eight of Pentacles is here. Big important theme, though, with this card is to not force anything. Okay, especially with these energies in the front. It's like, yeah, keep yourself busy, keep yourself occupied, but don't feel like you need to force anything. So I want to dive deeper on all of it. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for you, my friends. What do we have for my Aries collective? What do you got for us here in late March? And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Five of Cups. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aries, you could drop it down in the comments. I don't mind at all. Okay, Five of Cups time. What is happening? Why is it all here? What's this little rough patch? What's going on? Okay, thank you. Strength in reverse. All right, so most definitely watch out for temptation or reverting in certain ways. Usually when I see strength in reverse, it's someone that there's a lack of willpower in regards to something where it's like, okay, well, I was doing good, but then they revert back to old ways. They revert back to old patterns when this energy is showing up here. This could most definitely represent a situation that someone's going through and it's like, how am I going to get through this? Or how am I going to get out of this? Okay. Again, not saying it's you, but it could most definitely be a problematic type of energy. The Five of Cups and the Strength card in reverse, it's like, is this energy ever going to go away? Or is this an energy I'm going to be stuck with for a long time? This could be tests. So again, it could be either serious situations, it can be problems for sure when this energy's in the mix. Now, for a portion of you, if you're connected to a Leo, maybe they're going through certain things, but if you're not connected to a Leo here, I feel like it's just identifying a situation or identifying a problem. Big thing to watch out for is temptation. If you've been trying to hold off from certain things, you've been trying to steer clear of certain behavioral patterns or thought patterns, when I see the Five of Cups in this, it's like I kind of caved on that. I kind of caved. So let's just keep going. We're not going to dwell on it. So like I've been saying since the beginning, if there are issues, yeah, acknowledge them, but don't dwell. Acknowledge, don't dwell. Let's keep moving over to the Three of Swords. We'll see what's up with that, because hopefully it's going to continue to improve and get better. But let's see why the Three of Swords is in the mix for us. What is happening, please? Okay, thank you. So we do have the Empress in reverse underneath it. This could be someone that feels like they've just had like a run of bad luck. But again, I don't want anybody to get too concerned about this until we get to the back end, because the energy, it does make a lot of sense to me. Now, when I see the Empress, it could represent a Libra you're connected to. It could represent a Taurus even. And when I see her in reverse, it's like, oh, this had so much potential. Watch out for thinking, what if? Okay, or this could also be an energy of regret too. That's a big vibe I'm getting. So when I see the Three of Swords, Empress in reverse, it's like this could have been so good. So again, that could be someone you're connected to where it's like, damn, why did that have to go off the rails, or why did that get messed up? There could be someone that's regretting something. Now this Eight of Pentacles on the back end is starting to make sense. So I would say, as a warning, and I would take it as a pretty important one for a lot of Aries, watch out for hyper focusing on certain things. Watch out for feelings of regret. You can't change the past. Okay, so we're going to keep moving here. Again, I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm going to take my own advice. Let's keep moving over to the Eight of Pentacles. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. So what's happening here? Hopefully this Eight of Pentacles will cheer us all up and be a nice silver lining for this read. So why is the Eight of Pentacles in the mix? And another thing I want to mention while we get this card out, know that energy and the things that we see, it's just potential. If we're not talking about something you're already going through or something that's already happened, this is just energetic potential. It's not set in stone. You could manifest alternate routes, alternate routes. So just know that. But let's see what that Eight of Pentacles is doing. Why is that Eight of Pentacles here? You know, there's just an energetic potential for those things. Moving forward. All right, this is what I really like to see. Now, especially for the Aries that have been through a difficult time recently, a rough patch, problems, situations, whatever you want to call them, this is the energy that we want to see, because it's like onward and upward. It's like, I'm going to not think about it. I'm not going to dwell on it. I am past this. So again, for some of you, that could be a really fantastic thing. The Chariot is connected to the Cancer collective. So if you're not connected to someone with Cancer placements, it's very fast moving. It's onward, it's upward. So I am getting like a situation similar to what we saw last week, where it's like, yeah, this isn't the best, it's not great, and then boom, there's like a switch or a change or a twist of some sort. So whether it's a change of heart, a change of feeling, it's like we're going from a little glum, a little down, to boom, now things are working. Now things are firing on all cylinders. So I'm really liking how this looks. There's something you might need to just keep chiseling away at or keep working towards. All right, so determination is huge. And I know as an Aries myself, we're very determined people. When we lock our sights on something, when we want to accomplish something, we get it done. And that's kind of what I'm picking up here on the back end. Eight of Pentacles, Chariot is beautiful, beautiful energy. but it is that quick switch. It's that twist in a situation. It's doing a quick 180. This doesn't feel aggressive to me. It doesn't feel like it's abandoning things to me. It's just a real quick change in energy. So especially with all the problematic things we were seeing, or some of the caving into things and reverting back, when I see the Chariot under the Eight of Pentacles, I'm like, but everything is fine, but everything will be okay. We're moving forward in a very positive direction. So if you've been feeling zapped, if you've been feeling down, I would expect a nice big shift in energy. This looks and feels very good to me. And I'm not saying that. We've been seeing this since the very beginning with this energy. It's all about what you focus on. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow cards. So yeah, we have some choppy waters. It's all good though, because there's a positive ending. If you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we start off here with the 5 of Cups and Strength in reverse. So watch out for reverting back to old ways, bad habits, old thought processes, things like that, especially if there's certain things you're trying to refrain from. It's like, oh, why'd I let that happen? Or like, it's like caving in a way. It's also could be somebody that feels a little trapped. It's like, all right, well, how am I going to shake this? Or how am I going to get out of this pattern? Moving to the center, we have the 3 of Swords and Empress in reverse. Don't do the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? Don't fall into regret. Don't feel like, oh, well, if I had another shot or another go, or if only I did this differently. It's like full steam ahead. Keep your eyes to the future. But there are some problematic or situations showing up here in the front. But it's very important to not dwell on them. That's the big thing. Like, do not dwell on them. Keep pushing forward. Because on the back end here, we have the 8 of Pentacles with the Chariot. Now, for some of you, there could be a situation that looked really, really rough to start. But then there's that quick turnaround. There's that twist or change in energy right here on the back, where it's like, not so good, not so good. Here we go. So I could expect for a lot of business to pick up for Aries, or a lot of things to start moving in a very positive direction. Energy is going onwards and upwards, so I really like it. So please take a screenshot if you want to look into it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. Okay, let's get a good shuffle here for my Aries friends. Let's see what's going on. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Okay, let's get this shadow card out. What do we got here for Aries? Thank you. Okay, the Hermit. So I know I did mention, especially with some of the problematic energy we saw this week, about keeping yourself busy. The Hermit could be an energy of solitude. Now, for a portion of you, you might just be connected to a Virgo. If that's not the case, I always say that the Hermit is a retracted, pulled back, mysterious type of energy. So it's not uncommon to see it in the shadows. Now, the positives of this card, there could be a lot of wisdom. So just know whatever struggles or things that you may have been going through recently, you're going to be all the wiser for it. Okay, the things that you're going through either now or what you've recently been through, it's like, okay, I'll know what to avoid next time, or I'm wiser because of the experiences I went through. That's a positive thing we could pull from this Hermit. But a challenge with this card could be issues with communication. It could also be feelings of loneliness and solitude. So for some areas, you might just need a little bit of quiet time. Right? You might need a little you time. Just like I said earlier, self-love, self-care. That's a big thing I think of with the Hermit. So we are going to leave it at that, my beautiful friends, Aries. That's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me and get a little glimpse into whatever situations you're dealing with, you can check out my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The March schedule is up and live. But for the March subscriber surprise, giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, where in this beautiful big world are you from? I'll go first. I'm from New Jersey. And you could just put it down in the comments and you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.